I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. We're finishing the basement. Every once in a while, you run up against something that you've never hit before. A few years ago, I bought this house. Well, actually, 2011. About 2013, I decided I needed to finish this room. I was retired, had time to work on it, decided that that was going to be the thing I was going to do. The problem I had was ceiling tiles were missing. Any of these ceiling tiles that don't have the acoustic pattern in them were missing. I had to replace them. That was a huge section of this ceiling. The plumbing had a problem and the wiring had a problem, so they removed the ceiling tiles before I moved in, years before I did, and repaired the plumbing, and they repaired the wiring, and I did some more advanced work on the wiring and reconnected things and made the switches work a little better. And then I went in and put up new ceiling tile. This is the old ceiling tile, this is the new. Problem I ran into, the old ceiling tile was not connected to the ceiling. And the new ceiling tile was designed to attach to the old ceiling tile. Well, that meant that I had to fasten this ceiling tile to hold this one in place. That wasn't going to work. So I went after it slow and careful and tried to put it back together. But I had a problem. This section right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ceiling tiles long, sagged. And sagged quite dramatically. Couldn't think of a way to solve the problem until I realized that I could glue it in place. But how was I going to get the glue up on top of the ceiling? Then I got this. This is a glue application, part of a glue application kit from Rocker. It has a very narrow point on it. That lets me put it up into the ceiling and squirt glue up in there into previously drilled holes. Then, rather than duct tape, I prefer sheet metal screws. That is the handyman's best friend. Sheet metal screws, panhead variety. Like this one. Drives quite well. And with a series of washers underneath the head, I'm able to draw that ceiling tile up and squish that glue into place. So, I think I got the solution to the problem. A little bit of glue, some sheet metal screws, and time to think of the solution. Because I've had this problem now, that I've known about it, about 3 years. Just couldn't come up with a solution. Now the nice thing about this, after this is set up, I can come back and remove the screws. So in the morning, I'll come down and pull these screws out, and hopefully the ceiling tiles will be glued in place. That tight bond too, that's pretty good stuff. I have every expectation that it'll hold. And being able to put it up in so that it attaches the ceiling tiles to the stringer with a nice big pad of glue, I think it'll actually hold stronger than any nails I might put in there. That was the other option. Go along and put either finish nails or some kind of a roofing nail with a big head, which would look horrible. Look like the whole ceiling was riveted on. Kind of like it would look like these screws, except it'd have to stay. So hopefully this solves the problem. Yeah, I think I've got the room ready for the carpet installers. Now there's still a lot of work to be done. I've got more trim to put in. The baseboard trim we're going to put in after the baseboard trim we're going to put in after the we're going to put the baseboard trim in after the carpet is laid. And I want to put cove molding in the corners because whoever put the paneling up was inspired but not necessarily endowed. So I have to do some fixes and patches, make things look a little better, but it's a big improvement over what it was. Having the white walls and the green accent wall really does make a difference in the way it looks. Now I've got paint to put up on the ceiling, and I think I can go through and do a large amount of the ceiling paint. We're not going to go there. Not doing ceiling paint tonight. That is an open invitation to disaster. If I start trying to slam that in here, what's going to happen is I'm going to make a mistake, and that mistake will compound because I'll get white paint on the green wall and then I'll try and cover it, and that will just end up with a huge mess. So after the carpet is in, I will take the tarp that I have and cover the floor, and then I'll paint the ceiling, where I can do it in a calm, rational manner and not trying to rush around. Rush jobs are never what you expect them to